morning! It's actually afternoon. It is 12:31 precisely. Here is the state of the shed right now because it's DIY Saturday. So if you remember, which you might not, this was the bar that I built, and I built it to go on this thing over here. I took it apart earlier. This was more difficult than it seemed. And my plan was, I was kind of thinking I might disassemble the whole thing and then just build a whole new bar that went along here. But now the plan is, I'm just extending the bar a little bit because it just needed more space. There wasn't really a lot of work surface, and it was difficult once you got behind there. There just wasn't a lot. And I'm also going to put the fridge behind the bar now. The fridge was an amazing £20 Facebook Marketplace purchase, so do not discount Facebook Marketplace because you never know what you might find. And I've just been to B&Q and got all of the things I think I'm going to need. I'm also going to try and put some I don't know if it's plywood, hardwood, I don't know what it is. You know, that thin, kind of not wood, particle board type thing. I'm going to put that along the back of there, or some of there. Not sure how this is going to work yet. And a shelf, because I want a shelf to put the alcohol on behind the bar, but I don't want it, you know, because there's this, like the struts, whatever these are, beam things. Is it beams on a wall? I know you know what I'm talking about. So I just want it to be flat behind the shelf, so that's the plan. Feeling pretty pleased with myself. So all the outside pretty much is finished. I need to sand everything down. And then this, I'm going to paint, I'm thinking blackboard. So I'm going to put some blackboard paint on that, I think. Then I've got, all here is going to be where the bottles go. And then underneath here, I think I'm going to make some shelving. I'm kind of in two minds because it would be good to just have the space. Plus I've got shelves here. I've also got some shelves here. And I've decided it actually makes more sense if I'm sitting here, because this will open all the way in to there, that I don't actually need to rehang that after all. Maybe actually shelves here would make the most sense, because then you've got leg room underneath the bar. But it's taken me considerably longer than I thought it would, and so I'm going to have to break and finish it another day. Milo has a friend round to play, and Lee and I are going to go for dinner later, so I'm going to take Ella out to Costa and just kind of spend some time you know, not holed up in the shed by myself before we go and do things later. Okay, I couldn't leave it, so I'm going to put some oil on because it takes ages for this to dry and I'm going to need a few coats. So I've sanded down the old ones, but I've already had this oil on them, and I'm going to clean them all off, and hopefully all of this will match. This I'm not super keen on, but it fills the gap. Ella came down and helped me. So these are not flashing in real life, but through the camera, that's a bit spooky. Anyway, Ella came downstairs and helped me paint, so I painted all around here. And this part, I did the end on there, but not the inside. But it's so much more like finished. I didn't think I was going to paint it. I had no designs on painting it at all, but I think it looks so much more finished this way. Also, when I was looking online last night for like inspiration, I kept seeing like really dark, moody bars, like home bars and shed bars and things, and I thought, oh, I kind of was going for like a what's the word I'm looking for, East Coast, you know, the whole theme of everything. It's gone, but kind of like, oh, nautical East Coast, come on, what am I thinking of? It'll come to me and then I'll be very cross. So yeah, that was kind of the vibe I was going for, the vibe that I know that you know what I'm talking about, but I can't find with my words right now. And then I thought maybe we should go darker, and now I've done this, completely works. Also, this cladding was all bought from B&Q, but it's definitely different because this cladding is supposed to have, you know, that little tiny, I want to call it a bead, but you know, like the little, oh, focus, come on. This camera is horrible in low light situations. You can see more from this side, so that's all totally flush, whereas the one over here, see if it'll stay focused there, this has got kind of this little ridge in between. So I wasn't going to pull all this off and start again, mostly because I thought I'd bought the same thing, but it does look different. Not so much so that it's a massive deal, but it is different. Also right there, that little notch is where there was a knot that came out. Yeah, feeling good. Not sure what I'm going to do here. I was going to do this as like a blackboard, but now I don't know. I just kind of used up the last of the paint so I could throw the can away. I'm going to swift departure, although I think I might still have some paint on my hands. Might scrub my hands before we leave. It's date night. Ella's home this weekend, and so she can babysit while we go out for dinner, which is amazing. Finally, being a teen mom pays off. So we're going out for dinner, just Lee and I, and I'm probably not going to feel like editing when I get back, so this vlog will have been a tiny bit later than usual. Most of you won't have even noticed, but I thought I'd mention that's why. And tomorrow I will probably show you a little bit more of the bar, and we're going to a food and drink festival with the rest of my family, which is unusual. I'll see you then. Bye.